my late mom's jewelry to pay off my own debt instead of splitting it with my sister. I've been sitting with this for 3 weeks, and I still don't know if I did something unforgivable or something completely reasonable. My sister hasn't spoken to me since she found out, and every time I look at my phone and see no messages from her, I feel this hollow, sick feeling that I can't quite shake. But then I think about what the last 8 months of my life looked like, and I don't know if I'd make a different choice even now. Our mom died in November, breast cancer, 14 months from diagnosis to the end. I was the one who moved back home to help. Not because I was the better daughter or the more loving one, I want to be clear about that. I moved back because I was freelancing, I could work remotely, and my sister Danny had a husband and 2 kids in Portland and a job she couldn't leave. Those were real constraints, I understood them. I never resented her for them, or at least I tried not to. But the math of what I gave up is real even if I don't talk about it much. 14 months of reduced work. Clients I lost because I couldn't hit deadlines during the bad weeks. My apartment in Chicago, which I gave up to save money, meaning I put almost everything I owned into storage and lived in my childhood bedroom with my dying mother down the hall. I racked up about $19,000 in debt across 2 credit cards, mostly medical copays, gas, groceries, prescriptions, things insurance didn't cover or covered slowly or required someone to fight for, and I was the one who fought. Danny flew in 4 times. She was present for the last week. She held mom's hand at the end. I'm not saying she wasn't there. I'm saying she wasn't there the way I was there, and there's a difference. And I think we both know it, even though we've never said it out loud. After mom died, we had to deal with the estate. There wasn't much. The house went to pay off her own remaining debts, which neither of us expected but both accepted. What was left was furniture, some books, and her jewelry. Not a massive collection, but she had a few good pieces. Her engagement ring, a pearl necklace her own mother left her, a gold bracelet she wore every single day of my childhood, an opal ring she bought herself after her divorce, which she always said was her favorite because she chose it herself. The jewelry was not mentioned in the will. Mom didn't have a detailed will, honestly. The lawyer said the personal effects would be divided between us as we saw fit. I want to be honest about the order in which I made decisions. I didn't plan this. I was home alone going through her dresser about 6 weeks after the funeral, and I was also at a point where I had called my credit card company twice about a hardship program, and I was waking up at 3 in the morning doing math in my head. I took the jewelry to an estate jeweler. Not the engagement ring, I want to be clear. I kept that. But the other 3 pieces, I got $11,000 for them. It felt like a lifeline, and it felt like a betrayal at the same time, and I stood in the parking lot of that jeweler, and I cried for about 20 minutes, and then I deposited the check. I told Danny 6 weeks later. I know I should have told her before. I've thought about that a lot. I think part of me knew she'd say no, and I needed to not hear no, and that's not a great reason. She was devastated. She kept saying, "That was mom's bracelet I used to hold on to."